When we insult people, it's not just limited to the tongue. Yes, I can say, you're like this. That's an insult from the tongue. But you can also do it by gesture as well. Show in a certain way, by hand. Let's just give you an example. Someone has a disability. They can't walk properly. You don't say nothing to them, but you're walking in a funny way to ridicule them. That's also forbidden from this verse as well. La yaskhar qawmun min qawm. That you're looking at someone's negative trait and you're making fun of that. That is impermissible, whether it's by the tongue, whether it's by the hand, whether it's by gesture, whether it's by acting. Yani, if we see something negative in somebody, to highlight that in any way is impermissible in Islam. But it's done with the intention of insulting, ridiculing, defaming, to make people feel bad about themselves. This is absolutely impermissible in Islam. And I'll also add this as well, which is common amongst our society, especially amongst us all that are born here. And you guys may have faced this, right? So don't be defensive. I've experienced this in my family, that whenever someone tries to speak a bit of English, we ridicule their English. Because of us, we're born here, right? We can speak English better than the brothers who come from abroad, but that doesn't give us the right to ridicule people. And that's what the verse is saying. Asa yakunu khayran minhum. Don't think just because they can't speak English as good as you that you got to ridicule them. They may be better than you. Well, you think you got that fazilat? Well, just because you can speak a bit of English, just because you got a red passport, just because you got a business, just because you got a bit of money, they only came here now, you came here 20 years ago. So what does that make you better, does it? No, only Allah knows who's good and who's not. And I hope and pray that someone listens to this and then they will pluck up the courage to go to those people and offer an apology and say, I'm sorry, if I ever made you feel like that, I'm sorry. And just offer an apology. An apology will go a long way, inshallah.